Welcome to the Graceview Church of Christ morning devotional. I'm the minister, Bryan C. Jones. This morning, we're grateful to God to have you tuning in with us this morning. This morning, our subject comes from 1 Samuel chapter 17, and it deals with the story of the Israelites when they were in battle with the Philistines. And I want to help you understand our title this morning as well, How to Defeat the Giants in Your Life. How can I defeat the giants in my life? Now, I'm using that word giants as a metaphoric term, a large obstacle, something that seems insurmountable in your life. How can you defeat those giants in your life? I want to help you understand that David defeated Goliath, the giant. So the question is, how do I defeat the giants in my life? And your giant could be a marital situation. Your giant could be an obstacle in your life where you have not been able to overcome. Your giant could be somebody on your job. Your giant could be a milestone that you have not reached yet, but it feels like it's tough for you to reach. I want to help you understand how to do that. You defeating the giants in your life, first of all, must require for you to defeat fear. Fear crippled the people of God from defeating the giants in their life. The people of God were fearful. You defeat the giants in your life by, first of all, accepting the challenge. We find in 1 Samuel chapter 17 that David, although Saul, the king, was afraid and he was greatly dismayed, the Bible said that David stepped up. And David accepted the challenge to defeat the giant Goliath. And if whatever challenges you have in your life right now, you will never overcome the giants in your life until you are willing to accept the challenge. What giants in your life have you refused not to accept the challenge? You will never be able to overcome those obstacles. You will never be able to overcome those problems. You'll never be able to overcome those predicaments in your life until you are willing to accept the challenge. David would have never been able to defeat the giants in his life until he was willing to accept the challenge. See, one of the things that we have is fear, and fear cripples us, and fear causes us to be non-confident, and we're not confident in our abilities anymore. We're not confident in God's ability to bring us through. So fear cripples us, but faith allows us to overcome, and you will never be able to defeat those giants in your life until you accept the challenge. Have you ever seen a person who won a championship not make the team? So you'll never be able to win a championship, a national championship, an NBA championship, an NFL championship, unless you are willing to try out for the team. But you can't let all the people who were on the team the previous year cause you to be fearful. See, that's one of the things that the people of God were doing. They were allowing their fear of Goliath to cause them not to accept the challenge. But David did something interesting. David believed that God was on his side. See, you accept the challenges in your life when you know. See, David understood that who are these uncircumcised Philistines that's coming in here to try to threat the people of God? David accepted that challenge because he knew that God was on his side. Whatever your challenge may be this morning in your life, whatever your giant metaphorically may be, are you willing to accept the challenge? And the second thing is, there's going to be a reward. See, David understood not only that his God was on his side and his God was bigger than the giant Goliath and the Philistines, David understood that there was a reward waiting on the man that was willing to accept the challenge. And even though David was a small man, a young man, and Saul didn't even believe in him. See, sometimes you will hear negative words of discouragement coming from the people that's closest to you, but you can never let that to affect you in a negative way, because that'll cause you to have fear, and fear will block you from defeating the giants in your life. So if you want to understand how you can overcome and have all the things that you desire, to achieve all the accomplishment that you know you have the fortitude to do, you must make sure that you accept the challenges to defeat the giant in your life. What are those giants? What are those things that you have been fearful of? Today, we want you to make up your mind right now to understand that your God is bigger, your God is on your side, and when you accept that challenge, there's a reward waiting on you. Thank you so much for listening to this broadcast. Make sure you tune in next week. We're grateful to God to have this privilege to speak blessings into your life. Make sure you defeat the giants in your life. God bless you today.